Good evening, welcome back to Stationeers. Going back to Venus. And I just gotta hit load latest. Let's see what trouble we can get into today. So, previously we've gotten Larry running away in the basement there. I think he's actually overloaded, but that's neither here nor there. So, let's see, use memberships. Oh yeah, so I did want to see about doing the auto producer, getting that all figured out. So, gotta think about how I want to do that. Oh, anyway, we're out and about. Gonna be out and about. Jump out of the tube. Put on all the clothes. Oh, oops, nope, nope. There. Okay. Alright. Got steel on me for some unknown reason. Man, the frame rate's really struggling. Really struggling these days. Okay. What was I doing here? That is... Okay, so this is the tower kits. Got more parts to that kit and caboodle. Okay. Oh, you know what? There's something I forgot about completely. Yeah. Okay. How are we doing over here? It's probably about the best we're gonna get, but it looks pretty good. So maybe we should bring the rocket back. Almost forgot about it. That was pretty good. Yeah, that would have been good. Anyway, so bring her back. Set destination. Rocket. Fire the rockets. Boom, here we go. What do we... Altitudes. Why is this jumping around so much? Let's see, how much thrust do we have available? We have 10 kilonewtons? Is that all we've got? Or that's all it's doing right now. Yeah, 60% throttle. Let's, Oh. Won't let me. Oh, whatever. Realistically... Yeah, I got more thrust. We will not have a problem with the amount of fuel left, but... We could even, go greet it. Staying out of the way so we don't burn to death, but... Oh, it's going to come down in the middle of the night, huh? Is that it? Is that it up there? Yeah, there we go. Odd that we can only see it at very specific... Yeah, I can hear it. Here it comes. Accurate representation of the shockwaves. Cinema. Yeah, we don't even notice anything over here. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Alright. Got to see that. Got to see it land. Okay. Anyway, that thing needs to be refit, so I'm probably not going to refuel it. I may... Yeah, you know, I'm just going to leave it as is. I may shut off the stuff just so it doesn't drain the battery, but it's kind of a moot point at this point because, you know, it's already here. Alright, so there we go. AC off, take this off, there we go. Okay. So, let's think how we want to do this. So, I'm going to have it scanning output silos. Is this a compact? Yeah, this is probably a compact. We could probably... No, we can't. We have to be able to read this chip. Or we have to put another chip of that exact programming in. Or is it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so here's one thought that I had. Yeah, that would still take a copy of this chip. So this is steel. Steel in amounts of 50, so that works. Okay. Oh. Hang on. Alright. Hang on. Let me cook here. So, as we iterate through our recipe book, we are looking at like copper ingot, copper whatever, so we can read to see a memory chip with the finished output type, which is just reading the quantity off a silo. That works, so we can just have a chip writing each. Yeah, we can do that pretty easily. So it goes through and it reads the memory chip that belongs to the output silo. Says, hey, I want to make some. And then we go through a list of ingredients to see if that even exists in the silo, if we can make it below a certain threshold. So let's say our first priority is to have 1 of everything, then 2 of everything, and then 3, 4, 5, whatever. We go through the list. I think that would work. Although there may be something to... Well, okay, I'm just trying to think. Obviously, we need more steel. We need more iron. Now, in this case, the steel here, I might do an overflow to go up to production. Because this will fill up faster. Have this overflow into the production silo. Or the production side. I think we can do that. That way... How do we... Okay, that's the question. That's the million-dollar question. So we should probably have the finished steel product be basically right in the line here. So when it comes in finished, it splits. Maybe 50-50? I don't... 50-50 might actually be fine. So 50-50. Splits 50-50. Half of it goes down here, half of it goes up there, but if this overflows, because this will fill up first, then it'll flow into the other one. So a little bit of complicated networking on the chute side, but I think that would be the way to go. I think that would be the way to go. So, what I'm going to do is I don't have a spray can with me. I want to go up top and I want to spray that frame just so I know where I'm dealing with. Hot pink. Sounds like a beautiful color to, whoopsie, make a marker frame. Oh, can we? Oh. Can I jump up? Ah, oh. Okay. Marker frame. There we go. So that's where the steel is. So that's probably worth putting a padded wall up or whatever. But we'll make that. We'll make it figure it out. Okay, so silo. What do we have for finished products, right? So we got 5, 10, and then 1, 2, 3. I don't think I'm going to have lead because that's not used for anything. 3. I don't even know if nickel is nickel. Maybe nickel's used. I feel like that was used in a tool or something. So maybe there's some reason for having that. Lead, I have not yet found something, but I can change that real easy if that's the case. And solid fuel, I'm not gonna do anything with. So we got 10, 12, 14, 16. So I need 16 silos up top. So that's quite a bit. We don't have that. So let's go ahead and fire up what we need. Okay. Silo. And we'll go ahead and put 5 in there because we may have use for that elsewhere. So what do we need? Do we need steel? I'm sure. That's not going to be enough steel, I don't think. And it will be enough steel. Gold and copper. So I'm assuming you got gold and copper in there. Okay, gold and copper. And I said 5, so yep, we're good across the board for all that. For that, and then the silo, what's it require? Steel sheets, plastic sheets, and cable? Yeah, okay. So steel sheets. So if we're going to put up 15 steel sheets each, times, what did I say, 13? It's a little bit. Okay, so this is 130. That'd be 130 plastic sheets, so we'll just do 150. This would be what, 185, so we'll just say 200, 150, and 100. Nope, 150. No, yeah, 100. Maybe we'll make it 150. So we can actually, well, we don't have. Okay, well, let's find some silicon. Yeah, that was iron. Do I not have any silicon, or is it all in there? Okay, it's all in there. So there's that. Once this is done, because we're going to do iron, plastic, steel. Yeah, okay. So we'll do that. We'll combine the steel because it needs to be combined. Alright, we'll do that. Not a problem. IC chip, we're going to need memory chips. We're going to need memory chips. Yeah, there's a whole lot we need. Almost to the point where we need more things. Yeah, let's go ahead and see about making up a batch of copper. Maybe we get started a little bit sooner with some of the stuff, right? So let's see, do we have 10? 10 copper. We have plenty, so we can make some copper. So let's do that. Yeah, no. That's not the right tool for one, and copper. Copper. Let's grab that. Oop, wrong button. Eventually I'll get there. Punch that up. We could also make some silicon. That's cool. Could make another batch of steel too. I really need to light up this place too. Maybe I should have a decorating round. Okay, so yeah, we'll get that up. So I think yeah, the production systems where we want to work with. So the silos will be on their own power network. Yeah, well, we'll figure something out. We'll worry about the output later. We'll probably make some iron as well because yeah, let's do that. We'll make a stack of iron because we're going to be using a lot of chutes. A lot of chutes. Okay, everything is through the chute network. Now, okay, yeah, this is only going to process one ore at a time, or one ingot at a time, I should say. Okay, so the next thing we're going to make is an iron ingot. And we will first copy that, and we're going to zero that. Zero that out. Let everything click. And then we'll make some iron. Okay. Pick that up. I don't know if we've got any of the other stuff. Am I crazy? Don't I have a yellow? Ah, there it is, hidden. Okay, so technically I can make gold too. Which I don't know if that's necessary at this point. Silicon... I think we're okay with silicon. Because it's just plastic sheets, so that's not a deal. Yeah, I think we're okay. So, nope, I gotta wait for it to spit out. So we're almost there. So this IC waiter is going to be the one that is going to put the demand for the requested. And then clear it. So I gotta be very, very peculiar on how I do that. Okay. Brilliant. Looks good to me. Okay, 0. Confirm. Got our two sources here. Two ingots. Cool. Excellent. Put that away for now. We will pull up cable coils. And we will make 150. Okay, silos will... Wait, did I say 15 or 5? 5 of these, right? Yeah, we're almost done there. So we can prime. The next thing that we're going to want is the steel sheets. And I said we wanted 200. Okay. Iron, and that's going to go over here. Okay. Silos, and while it's emptying out, we will drop that in there. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Steel. Let's go ahead and throw that back in. And pull that. The next thing we're going to want is silicon and iron. And these guys can go back over here. I'm actually thinking that second batch of iron should have went in there. Whatever. Okay, and then plastic. That was 150 we wanted. Okay. So ready to make that order. Oh, you got some steel over here. That's cool. There we go. Already got our first batch of cable. Very nice. It's 5, right? Yeah, so we're going to be going over 2 stacks. How are we doing over here? We're doing. Okay. While we're waiting for stuff to happen there, let's go ahead and peek in on Larry and see how he's doing. Kind of left him to his own devices, and that's okay. Whee! Stuttered. Temperature in here is doing great. Let's take a look and see if I've got any alcohol left. I have 33 liters of alcohol left. Not much. That is... yeah, that's probably okay. How are we doing over here? Because, yeah, currently we are using volatiles. 15 kilomoles, that's good. That's excellent. Getting somewhere with that. How are you doing, Larry? Oh, you're stuck. Okay. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Okay. Sorry, Larry. Yeah, I need to remember to check you. First things first. What are we doing over here? Can't fit behind that. What are we doing? Oh, we must have just... yeah, okay. We're processing. We're processing. You are off. You're on. You're off. Okay. Right, because I was having a problem where I was loading this with alcohol, which luckily I had enough headspace to pressure off some methane. So I got methynated water over here. 12.1 liter. That's good. So I'm kind of curious to see where that goes. And you are just waiting for the alcohol to show up. We've got head pressure. Now this is to make alcohol so I could make water is essentially what I'm going for here. Okay. So I can make water if I want. It's down to 6 liters. Is this the same pipe? There's no way that I already went down that far. Or is it 33 liters in the no? It should be separate. 33, no, 6 liters on this side. 30. Oh, I see. Because it's not connected. Okay, so it's actually going through the radiator. Gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense. So as the temperature in here is coming down, I will evaporate less and less alcohol. Because I think I have this set to basically 30 degrees. Actually, yeah, 32. 30, yeah. So I am evaporating my alcohol off to make cooling, but it's also providing me with a little bit of... 45. Little bit of... fuel. Methane fuel. Okay, so we're slowly getting there. I like that. I like that. So, yep, gotta remember to check on Larry. Yeah, now he's doing some good work. Should we help him catch up? Maybe we should. Oh, wait, did he already? Oh, this wasn't ready to be picked. Gotcha. Okay. I'll leave some stuff there. And we'll, what I'll do him a favor, and I'll just grab all the grass that was there. That should help him. shit. I didn't mean to do that. Interesting that those were... Well, maybe that was on me. This ought to help him catch up anyway. Yeah, there's already something... Wait. Oh, I must have already harvested it. There we go. We got him started. Yep, okay. Load up the, oh, there we go. That's funny. Why did that overflow? It's because I just jacked too many through at once. There's definitely nothing there. Yeah, there we go. That was all me. Yeah, this thing doesn't stand any chance of catching up, so I probably should put another one in there. Which, yeah, there's plenty of room for that. Yeah, there's room to install on both sides, actually. I just rename it, rewrite the code so it can go through multiple centrifuges. Overflows, yeah, we could do that. We could do that pretty easily if we really wanted to, but we will... Oh my god, what the hell, Twitch? Dropping network frames again. Unless, I don't know, I don't see... Well, I suppose I could see things being a problem. Okay. Let's see. Tracking tablet. I'm not going anywhere, so I don't need the tracking tablet. I'm not going to need the configuration tablet. Chutes. Yes, I'm keeping the chutes on me. I will take the frames just for moral support. We got our 1 IC chip. Glass sheets, we don't need the glass sheets out there right now. Okay, so this, and if I just polish off a stack here, right? Do I have any steel sheets? I do have some steel sheets, that's good. So if I do that, there, we got the steel sheets. Now, plastic sheets, we're working on those. Cables, we got those. Okay, that's what we're going to need for that. So this is probably going to be a multi-stage thing. Probably could put the frames away, but... let's see, cable, the sheets ready to go. So we're just waiting for this to finish up. And we'll kick out the plastic sheets. Now those were 150 because we needed 130 of them total. So technically speaking, I have right there all the plastic I need for getting the silos up and running. I don't have all the sorters. That's something else. Oh yeah, you know what? Memory chips. Memory chips. Memory chip. And we'll go ahead and make 10. Whoa. 10 of those. That's right. Plastic sheets, those were going to be 150. Memory chip. Oh, yep, doesn't need any iron, so that's good. Just waiting on things to happen. So this, yeah, like I said, this is going to be a multi-stage thing. Do we have a? We do have a housing up here, so that's good. There will be one of those. We probably should take a small transformer. Probably actually an APC, if we're being honest. Do I have any of those floating around? I feel like No, I got them in there. Yeah, we'll take this one bit at a time. We will get the silos in place. That's what we'll focus on, getting the silos in place. Are you done? You're done. Good. Okay, now let's pull the lever for that. So now I can start making the plastic sheets. Right, good. We will slap this out here. Okay, there's the memory chips, and we're going to go ahead and slap these on the shelf right there. APC? Why don't we make one of those while we're thinking about it? Yeah, it's not called an APC in the hash list. Oop. Okay, let's do that. And it wants iron and solder. Yeah, I should have. Don't have enough. Problem is, I don't have enough iron just laying around. Okay, well, whatever. I guess we can get started with this. That was the APC. Did I? Oh, right. It's not ready. We'll go ahead and dump that for when it's done. Oh, yes, Silenol. That is something we did want to look for. So let's take a quick look at the traders. Can't get in between the Meteor Mechanics, Astro Ergonomics, Nebula Nucleus. That sounds like seed vendor. Nebula Nucleus, that's gas. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't help us. Temperature is coming down in the base, so that's good. Just had the realization that we don't have the silos with us. We don't have the silos with us. We should probably take the silos with us. At the very least, we need the silos. Okay. I should also write a weather station and transmitter chip. Just so when I'm out and about, I can have a warning when there's a storm coming in or something. It hasn't caught us with our pants down yet, but yeah, it's only a matter of time. Of course, if we can see it, we can see the yellow light, so I mean that's not all bad. Okay, so over here, finished products. Parkour! Alright, that doesn't leave much room. So this is where steel's going to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to slap this right on the front. Is that like the orientation I want? Yeah. Wow! Right off the bat. Okay. This is going to be a little tricky, I think. Because I don't have any room, so I'm going to have to go off the back side. But I don't really have any room over there either. 13, right? So that would be 8 would be half. No, don't do math like me, kids. Stay in school. 13 divided by 2 is 6.5, so technically 7. So there we go. We got 7. And then, okay, we'll turn it around. Is that going to be? Oh, you know what? That might not be enough. That might not be enough. I mean, I could do something tacky like that. That wouldn't be too terrible. I could do that. That looks goofy, but it would function. Not sure. Let's do that for now. I don't know how I'm going to do the sorting, but... Okay, and then there'll be one for... Maybe I'll put one for lead just to say that I did. I don't know. Looks goofy, but I'm okay with goofy. Right? Can I reach? Can I reach? Oh, I can reach. I'll have to burn up my jetpack. Okay. This will actually use up exactly all of my sheets, won't it? No? Wait a minute. I'm gonna be... Did I do my math wrong? I must have. I must have. No, whatever. Let's get started. One pixel? There we go. Gonna be short on these as well. Well, I mean, I guess good for the quantity that I was originally planning for, so. I feel like these things need climbable ladders on the side, just because. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. Alright. So we got our silos out. Now we're gonna have to also have our sorters. Should be interesting because what are we gonna have? We're gonna have two per, right? Technically, so we could do something like this. Sorter and sorter. And then we could do another sorter and sorter. Well, I think, before I get too carried away, actually put the correct one down. Logic sorter. Logic sorter. Yeah, so this is a prototype. That looks okay. So the... we go like this. We go like this. We'd be passing straight through. Otherwise we go up. And we could have our stacker. Now this is where... okay, well, you know what? Hang on. Let's do this. Because we're going to have our... Yeah. Okay, so logic sorter. We're going to have our steel. And whatever else is on top. So this one is definitely steel. I definitely need more chutes than this for this. But we're going to have a... can we do an overflow here? Oh, we can. Awesome. No, this is not an overflow here. It is a flip-flop? Yeah, I think you know, quite frankly, that's probably sufficient. So we'll have it come out of the stacker. Going that direction. Is that the correct... Yeah, there we go. So that'll work. So it'll come in here, and then we will flip-flop from here. Now, I don't know if we can put a... Oh, we can put a flip-flop right there. That's beautiful. Eventually I get this right. Am I really... Wait, what the heck am I doing here? So, come out. That right there is what I'm looking for. So, flip-flop. Bam. Of course, it used up that. Let's go get some of these shoots. Okay, now here's the magic question. Can we... So we have a flip-flop there. But can we... Ooh. No, if we have the overflow, we want it to come in here. Now, can we junction in right here? Good, we can. Yeah, so let's do that. Yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. So, steel silo down below. We've got a flip-flop that's going to come into its sorter, I suppose. So it's going to come port... Ooh, do we... Because this is going to be steel, so we don't have to worry about contamination. So flip-flop here. So half of it goes to this silo, half of it goes to the silo down below. In the case that that one fills up, we have it overflow, dump into here to go through the sorter, and into the stacker. I think that's the way to go about it, because we're not going to have enough room for anything here. Or although technically we could have the junction... We do it this way, knowing full and well that this is going to be steel. So we could do that. So we could junction in, so the overflow from down below will come in to this stacker. Now that being said, this flip-flop here, we'll put half of it here, half of it down below before its stacker. And yeah, overflows back up to here. So a little convoluted, but I think we can make that work. Of course, this will be all of these will be a stack size of 500. Okay. All right. I think we're arguably doing pretty good there. Okay. Hunger caution. Okay, so we need stackers. We need sorters. Stackers, sorters, and shoots out the wazoo. Okay. All right. And hunger caution. So, all right, we're getting a little somewhere. Eventually, I want to work on the combustion stuff, because next mining outpost that I want to do, I want to make it combustion, so that I can take advantage of the water cycle. Well, let's go ahead and eat and drink and be merry. Maybe change out our waste bottle, just to make sure. Do 6%. That's not going to be enough. Let's go ahead. Oh, we need flour, so we need to do that. Okay. All right. Full crop of nice. go. Let's go ahead and process all of that. Beautiful flour. Take that out, shove that in there. Alright, now we can make some bread after we turn it back on. And that would actually make us 2 loaves if we really wanted to. Chocolate cake. It's chocolate bar. Chocolate cake. You know what? Happy birthday. Now, cereal bars, actually, that's something I want to take a look at. Yeah, you know what? I just started eating, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, cereal bar, I really should pack some of those. That would make sense. Sugar and cocoa for a chocolate bar. I think that never goes off, so there we go. There's our cake. Yeah, okay. There we go. Steam! Wake up! There we go. Thank you. Been waiting for that. Okay. Chocolate cake. Birthday cake. Okay. Cake. Do I want to supplement the water and other stuff? This stuff's struggling still. 98, still climbing. This temperature is still quite up there. I still feel like the Silenol would help with that. Speaking of Silenol, let's take a look at the trader and see how we're doing. Nebula nucleus. Nebula nucleus. Nice. Okay. Guess we're not ready for that. Eventually I need to put the big dish out. But that's going to be another thing. So, we need to take that. And top that off. No, you go there. And then another sheet here. Okay, so first, 70 grams of iron go over here. And then over here, we're going to make 100, and that's probably not even nearly enough. But that's what what we're starting with. 100 shoots. Industrial scale is a thing, man. So 100. Actually, let's do 150. Because we've got enough iron in there easily for that. Now, maybe not going forward. Nuclear battery. Nuclear battery. Steel. What was it? Steel, Inconel, and Astraloy. That explains why the steel was in there. And we'll just make one of those. Watch as it cranks the APC off, right? This might actually have to go on its own. Yeah, as I thought, maybe I'll put that on its own cooling circuit. Or I could do, you know what I could do? So I could put the AC and the lights on this. Yeah, yeah, there we go. That'll continue. This will stop. Yeah. Yeah, I probably should go ahead and do that. I'm going to peel this back off the wall for a moment. These are steel sheets. Okay. That's the power. So we're going to do this. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. That's input. Okay. Now, go over here, pull this down. So this is, I will need a cleanup. I will need to copy that. So, I have this. This is the cleanup chip. Let's go ahead and grab this, import this, slap that back out there, export it. So now we got that. Let's pull that out. So we have another cleanup chip. And we will go ahead and grab our housings. Yeah, I can make this work pretty easily. So put the yeah, we'll do that. Okay, that works. And technically speaking, I'm going to put the compact here. Turn that on, and we will rename this IC Cleanup. Okay. APC production cooling and lights, but we'll ignore that part. Occupancy sensor. That can go right there. I think that's fine. Okay. Now, maybe I'll do this. Go up through there. Okay. Now, snipping you, snipping you, snipping you, snipping you. Now, do I do this? Double paned. That's single paned. I mean, technically speaking, I can get away with something here. Now, let's go on the other side. I can't get in there. Well, it's a good thing I don't have any solid walls here. Okay, so we're going to turn this around. Yeah, so we're gonna... Okay. Eventually I get that figured out here. But okay, so you are going to... That's what you're going to look like. Okay. So that should be connected there. And over here, We're not going to be able to get away from this. Okay. Alright, so let's go this way, this way, this way. Okay, there we go. So now all the lighting and cooling is on a separate circuit than the production goes. So now we can put a nuclear battery over here. Nuclear battery with one and put it on the electronics printer. So now, I don't know how well this is going to work, but at least we got something. So, power chutes, go ahead and put that there. Okay. Looking decent. Looking decent. Okay, so now, more chip. We can drop the silos off because we're done with the silos. 7 and... Oh, right. I should probably put the floors back down. Civilized, man. Be civilized. And maybe even I have wall here, right? Wall? Do I have additional wall? Come on. No. Fine. Oh. Okay. It's already there. So that's not what I need. I need this and this. So let's pull this out. There we go. They are now decked out. Double-decker windows. Okay, let's go ahead and put this away for now. We don't need the glass sheets. Yeah, let's just top those off when we go. Okay, icy housing, we need one. That, we're going to have the memory chips. We need both stacks. Okay, levers we don't need. Logic IOs don't need. Transformers, APC. Yeah, we probably should do an APC as well. Should do an APC. Powered chutes. I don't think I really need any powered chutes. Here's the battery for the APC over here. That is... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's a problem here. Hang on. Hang on. I forgot to snip a wire. Or 3. Yeah. Yep. There. Ah! I fell off. I almost fell off. Okay. There we go. There. Yeah, that looks more better. There. Now things make sense. There we go. Now, let's see. Oh yeah, I should probably rename some of these. So this is area power control, production, machines. Trans. So when I'm looking at it on the network, that's what it'll look like. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop another one of these out of that. Okay, need sorters. And 10, and sorter, does that come out of the electronics printer or the... Oops, kit sorter comes out of the autolathe, that's what I thought. Okay. Gold and copper comes out of that, so I need that. Of course, the phenomenal amount of cable I'm going to need to hook everything up. That's going to be fun. What do we got? Well, we're waiting here. Ding, 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 ding. What do we got for her, Johnny? Is there anything that I need? I don't know. Whoops. I mean, there's always stuff I need, but I mean, I could do another centrifuge for the basement, but I'm not quite there yet. Almost. Waiting on this, then we need an APC, so I guess I might as well dial that in while I'm waiting. No, wait. Yeah. Well, that's already ordered. So let's do another area power controller. And we're ready to go for that. And then we'll drop everything out of here. Throw the iron and copper, right? That's what I need. Iron and copper for the sorters in there. The other things, stackers. Stackers are going to be a thing. Power transmitter Omni. That doesn't quite belong, does it? Not in this lineup. Not in this lineup. Not in this world. Do. Alright. So, space mining, that might be a thing in the future. Of course, the next thing I want to deal with, yeah, well, that's, where are we on the printing off? What? There's no reason for that to pull more than 5K. That's ridiculous. Green futures and Build Inc. Well, Build Inc.'s about to roll off. At some point, maybe an automated trader would be good. Like, I'm looking specifically for this item. If you see anybody with it, please call them down. That is doable. All my pipes really stink too. Oh yeah, this is. I still haven't fixed this. Goes straight through the greenhouse. Well, there's a lot of things I haven't fixed. I haven't fixed the air control system either, which probably about darn time. Okay, well, let's turn that off for now. So many things to do. Are you freaking done yet? My God. Let's see how the iron input is going. Iron 2. I don't feel like I'm getting much iron. Whatever. Probably comes in spurts anyway, so. You're finally done? Good golly, Miss Molly. Okay, let's pop that out. Then we can do that. So this will be for the APC that I'm spitting out here for the silo. And then we wanted copper. Quite a bit of copper. And iron. Is that enough iron? That's the question. It was gold. Okay, I wanted... I don't know how many of these printed off, but I think I need probably 20, so that would not be enough iron. So I may need to make a trip out and mine iron. That's certainly a thing. So let me go ahead and slap this stuff down here. There we go. So that's my pile of crap for the silo room. I don't plan on doing a whole lot of mining, but I feel like I should still make an effort. Okay. Let's go mine a little. Mine a little iron. We're going to check the trader again, just in case. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Alright. Alright. Early in the morning. Let's go ahead and let's go and off in yonder direction. Feel like I haven't done too well. On the other side of this mountain range, I don't feel like I've done too much mining. Do 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 do. It's like a small crater over here. Interesting. Why is it skipping over the power for the lenses? I don't know. Okay. Over this hole. Yeah, I guess I've done a little mining, haven't I? We will not speak of me having the run glasses. That is definitely the cable. Oh, that's coal. Yep. Yep. Oh well. At least I grabbed the trackers. So here is iron embedded with a lot of copper. Copper, sure. I'll grab copper. Not gonna hurt. Oh my goodness. Maximum jetpack. I need 10 stacks of iron. I think we're about halfway there. Pulling up a lot of copper. That's okay. Because copper is appreciated as well. Although I'm a little bit better off for that. Yeah, when's the last time I've done a regular old mining trip without my glasses? My glasses, I can't see without my glasses. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Alright, so iron. Picked up a little gold too, which is alright. There we go. Okay. It's like another pile of copper over there. Not copper, iron. Very peculiar pattern over here. Whoa. Okay. Oh, there's silver. Cobalt. I don't need silver or cobalt. Is that iron? Oh, silver. I don't... It's funny, I was looking for silver the other time, couldn't find any. Woo! Okay, coal. And there's iron. Okay. Luckily, the iron does fairly nice here. Okay, I don't know if there's any more nuggets rolling around. It's copper. Don't need copper. It's silicon. I'm okay with silicon for now. That's some sketchy gold. And a little bit of coal. Whee! Okay. Oh, iron. Good. Get up there. Get up there. What's with these holes? In the old atmospheric simulation, I would never mine like this. Never in 100 million years. But luckily, this one's toned down a little bit, so I can get away with it. Don't really need the coal, but it's here, I'm here. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Okay. Yeah, I can see my base from here. Alright, so I think we got enough iron now. Got enough iron. So we'll run back in that yonder direction and eventually I have to go through here and maybe fix some of my holes that I've made. I wonder if some of these holes were from early on, before I was A lot of them don't make much sense. Woo! Fallen hole. A nickel. Whee! This is lead, right? Yeah, lead. Nighttime. Okay. All right. Okay, that'll work. Lovely. That is beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and drop this off for a little extra processing here. So these, oops. Okay. This should pass through and we can make some more iron, because we will need it. Set that to a full cycle. So 20 degrees in here, 20 kPa though. I still have to do something about that. Six. Oh, nice. Basically there. Maybe we'll just iron ingot right there. Okay. Ready to. As soon as this hits 10, technically speaking, we can do it beforehand. You know what? Let's try that. Let's try that scenario. Let's try that scenario. It's gonna sit there. It's basically gonna wait until it's get all of its pieces and parts, and yeah, like that. Bam. That worked nicely. That worked beautifully. Yeah, bunch of iron. If I remember right. Iron, copper, silicon, gold, and coal. So, I mean, that's a pretty nice outpost. There's going to be another one that'll have, I think, silver and some other stuff, too. Probably get rid of that. Yeah, okay, this seems to be working pretty well. Okay. There we go. Ready to go. Waiting to be processed. Kicks it out. Good. Go. Got our iron. Got our iron. Okay. Drop that in there. Do that. And oh, guess what? We can do that now that we don't need it. Okay. That worked, actually. It was 10 of them. Is that all I called for? However... Sorter. I do need another 10. And then, stacker, we're going to go up right to 20. Power transmitter Omni, don't necessarily need that. I don't believe we do need the chutes out the wazoo, and the 150 that I printed are probably still not enough, but it's enough to get started. Okay, and this is for the other projects, right? So let's go ahead and suck all this up. Yeah, there we go. Let's switch these around a little bit. Sorter. 10 sorter. Well, while those are printing, well, actually, they're probably not that far off, are they? Yep, there we go. Okay, now let's pull the lever here. Okay, there's all our sorters. Now we can, I want to go check the trader. I really want the Silenol. Really want the Silenol. Give me something with Silenol. Build ink, void vending, orbiting orchards, nebula nectars. Now that's a 6x6. If I happen to be close enough to, I don't think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'd have to really be on top of them, and that's not gonna happen. Definitely not gonna happen. Orbiting orchards, void vending. Ugh. Okay. I do have an atmospherics kit and the good old charcoal, which I probably need to consider at some point doing some more charcoal. Because biomass, if we throw it in, it's methane and pollutant. Now, methane's used for combustion, that's no problem. And the only way that we get any water out of it is if we combust it with ozone. And I think that's only made from a trader, or gotten from a trader. Okay, so Silenol, we do have the liquid and gas inputs, so that's good. Good. Because we probably will have both phases real easy. Now over here we've got 86 liters of alcohol, and we're still evaporating, but we're pretty close. The temperature is just about right in here, so that's great. Let's check on Larry. Hey Larry, how you doing, Larry? Larry, you still okay in here? Yeah, you seem to be doing okay. How are we doing? Seeding. There's a couple in here that are ready to seed. So yeah, this is definitely exceeding his capabilities. And he's running as fast as he can. So with other plants, he might be able to double back real easy. But, you know, switchgrass has 15 minimum. Well, I shouldn't say minimum, because there can be bad crops that not have 15 grass, but that's a lot of cycles. It kind of makes me wonder if it'd be better to have a Harvey or something, but okay. So we have our stackers, we've got our sorters, we've got some chutes, got some powered chutes. Okay, so we got our chute network. We definitely don't have enough cable. And maybe we'll just print off quite a bit of that, because we know we're going to need it. And it will always get used. It will never not get used. 150 sounds good. Don't need it right now, but okay. So let's go ahead and let's just real quick eat, drink, and be merry. And then we'll go on to the next step of maybe I should shower too. I really need to put a water fountain in here. Really need to put a water fountain in. Eventually, I'll eat the cake. You know what? Darn it! I'm eating the cake. I will take a shower as well. Not too bad. I haven't been spending too much time in the suit, so. Okay, we are washed up. We are ready to go. Let's. I know we were just in here, but let's take a look. Void vending. Everything next. No, nope. Nothing there. Okay. Let's see. We got everything I think we need to get started. Again on the chutes and ladders and chutes, and finish up the everything. So I really need to straighten out some of this too. Okay, so silos over here. Alright, so the thought here is put you out. Okay, so you're gonna come up straight into there. And this is the overflow. Let's 5, does that might get caught in the yeah, that gets caught in the thing, so let's 10, we don't have enough. Yeah. Whoa! Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen. A heavy cable. Oh, crap. Okay. That's something I gotta think about. Okay. Alright. And then this is flip-flop. Straight 5, straight 10. You know what? Let's do that. And fall off again. Yeah. Flip-flop, and then it comes up here. So we can do that. Which is 3. Can I do 3? Well, if I had more chutes. Nope. Cannot. So that's how that would be oriented. Sorter, logic sorter. Okay, that actually looks sufficient. 14, yeah, that was overkill for need, but stackers. Okay, so now every 2. This is controlled separately, so yeah. I might actually need 2 chips for this, now that I'm thinking about it. But we'll see. There's that, and then we'll have that one there. Not there, though. Not there. Is that it? Yeah, that's line. Everybody's in line. Everybody's in line. Good. So let's go ahead and start getting these. Before we get too crazy, let's get the chutes in place here. Straight through chutes. Yep, straight through chutes. Okay, that's already, yep, alright. Let's go ahead and getting these all named is going to be fun too. This one, good enough. This actually probably should be enough. Oh, hey, you know what? Actually, should be a. Let's do a what? Export bin. That would make sense to me. That way we have a failover, and stuff doesn't get blown off in the wind. So everybody else is going to be straightforward. Very straightforward, in fact. Okay. Yep, that looks pretty good. Can't believe I'm already halfway through the chutes and all I'm doing is plumbing the sorters and stuff. Okay, so everything is plumbed up to the stackers. Now, you are a special case. Do I want to have it go straight over and up? Yeah, I think, yeah, yeah. Should make this into a gigantic room. Catwalks. Okay. So... we will maybe do it this way. I don't know if that makes sense or not. And what do we need? Let's go ahead and get this guy around. There's that. There's that. Okay. It's a start. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, let's also curve it down, right? Or do I just bring them up from here? Maybe, you know what? Maybe that's sufficient. We'll just do all straight up. We'll figure cabling out another time. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, and this is going to be 1 and then a corner. See what I can do for saving space after this. Yeah, definitely not enough chutes. Okay. So we can definitely do a 10. No. Wow. 5. What the heck? Why do these have different? Yeah, so 5, 3, 1. Okay. Well, definitely get started. Oh, I'm gonna be 1 short. That's funny. That is funny. 1 short of the current iteration, so. Okay. Alright, we got all our sorters out, we got all our stackers out, so that's good. I can close this for now. Now, okay, so, yeah, we gotta figure out that whole shebackle. Gotta name everything. Okay, so with this, we're gonna have 13, so we're gonna have a lot of power usage here. So,
waste tank caution.
Yeah. Let's do this. Area power controller. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Slap that in there. We'll go ahead and turn that on, even though we don't have anything hooked up. And we get started here. Alright, so we're gonna have everybody hooked up here. So these are 50 each, these are 10 each, I think, so let's just say 75 each. So we're gonna have a kilowatt in these alone. Logic memory chips, this is gonna have to be a buffer. So we're gonna buffer it, I don't know how. But we're gonna put the chips on the floor, I don't know, somewhere over here. We'll start over here. These are gonna be a buffer. Okay. That was 14 chips. We'll go through and we will label all of those eventually, but so that's this side of the network. Okay. And we'll do nice, easy wham bam right there. I have no idea where that one went. Maybe it's in, I don't know where it is. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and drop a second one of these, even though I don't think that's necessary at the moment. But it might be. It might be in the future. So, okay, so now we need to name everything. Or, Yeah, no. We'll just skirt around it. Probably gonna need more of these. That's okay. No, actually, we'll be fine. So at least get us powered up. Yep, powered up and receiving power. Okay. We need boatloads of cable. Boatloads more of chutes. Alright. Of course, we were printing off a metric butt ton of cables, so... Alright, let's check our trader again. Planetary Peoples, Nebula Nectars, Genetic Engineering, Galactic Groceries. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Okay. Alright, so we've got cable. And we're probably going to need both of those. Do that, and then pack that. Okay. Done with the memory chips, so we can go ahead and drop off the memory chips. And I see... yeah, I got that. That's fine. Okay, chutes were another big thing. How much iron do I have in there? 210. That's enough for 70 chutes. I need more. Basic chutes. We'll go ahead and print off all 70. While we're doing that, I'm going to go and see if any more iron has processed from our outpost. And get on the back side of that and see how that's hooked up. Iron. Yeah, we're up to 4. Okay, there's the heavy cable. So, luckily, it looks like we... oh my. So, this was the flip-flop overflow, right? Okay. Alright. So, this is what's coming from up above. So, that needs to be pre... it actually needs to go like right here. So, junction probably has to be there. It's gonna be a little crazy down here. It's gonna be spaghetti. Okay. Okay. So I think with 30 chutes, I would definitely have that. You know, we got 20 on us, so let's see if that's going to be enough to get to the point that it's hooked up down here. Ugh, I tried. Okay, so this is where it comes down. And junction is... yeah, so basically the best we could do is out the back or... yeah. Yeah. So we do this. And this is funny. Okay, so... yep, so this is what it's going to look like. Corner. And another corner. And another corner. Okay. There's that. Now. Alright. So we're going to have overflow. Okay, overflow. Other way around. Around. Yeah, okay, so here's what the overflow is going to look like. So now we know. There we go. There's that. We're going to go over this way. And yeah, it's going to be a little spaghetti-ish, but that's okay. We like our spaghetti here on Venus. Okay. Actually, why is that even... Those don't even line up. That's not even a thing. Maybe I just saved myself some work there by accidentally spacing it. My God. These things are ridiculously dumb. Corner. Straight. Okay. Alright, so that's the overflow. If that fills up, it goes up top. It comes in the back there. Otherwise, it overflows down and comes in. So we're dealing with steel. What are we doing in there? Yeah, we processed everything that was in that backpack. So if we need any more iron, we gotta go get it. Essentially. Okay, so it's 10 shoots, 10 shoots, 10 shoots. Hopefully this will be enough to get to where we need to go. We need lots of cable. We got a lot of cable. We're about there, so I think we're about ready for another spin out the airlock. We need to change out our waste tank bottle, though. Before we do that, nebula nectars again. I think they're just gas, and I think it's got to be a 7x7 to have the Silenol. So, I don't know, maybe I need the bigger dish that'll magically attract them or something? Or maybe I'll see them, I don't know. Don't know. Eat, drink, be merry. Let's do that for the heck of it, even though we don't really need it. Stay hydrated. Nom 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 nom. Cake. Trade this out before I forget. There we go. Okay. That. Alright. Okay.
Jetpack low.
The jetpack really that low? I mean, I have been using it quite a bit, so I guess it makes sense. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, baby. That's almost magical. Almost magical. And we will zig it over, zag it over. This is the Coming up the back, this is the overflow into the splitter. Okay, so that is taken care of. That does mean that I probably don't have enough jetpack to do most of this stuff that we'll need to do up here. Especially if that happens. Just lag fest over. What the hell? What's with these
Jetpack low.
Yes, I know, jetpack low. I don't know what these super jetpacks are, so okay. Alright. And we need 3. Boom, boom. Okay. We don't quite get there, but 5. 5. Or maybe that'll be enough, I don't know. Yeah, we might be okay. Yeah. Cool. There we go. Everybody. 7. So it looks like we're all piped up. This amalgamation of weirdness over here, notwithstanding. So this is our output. This is where we would suck in from, I think this guy actually. So I'll go ahead and we'll put a corner here and we'll do a 5 up. There we go. And then we can do a corner piece on top. The piece of resistance. Oh. Okay. Alright. That looks good. Okay, so that's where that's at. Now we can start this mess here. Which luckily, okay, this one's
Jetpack low.
gonna be a little funky, right? Or, hear me out. Every other,
Jetpack low.
yeah, we'll switch it over. Stacker 2. That way they can connect to each other. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. Yeah.
Jetpack low.
Yes, jetpack low. Congratulations, you have discovered that my jetpack is low. Okay.
Jetpack low.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Get it. Be nice if there was a little bit wider of a hysteresis on that, because I'm tired of hearing about my jetpack low. Okay. You know, we're going at least like this. Now, you're going to be a little tricky. You're probably going to have to go all the way around. Now, you, do we want to do... I think it makes sense to point them down from here.
Jetpack low.
Let's jog through, get all these.
Jetpack low.
Yes, jetpack is low. Thank you.
Jetpack low.
Huh? Yeah, it is. It is. It is low. I swear. It is low. Okay.
Jetpack low. Jetpack low.
What the frick? Why am I getting these weird,
Jetpack
massive
low.
spikes? Okay. Yeah, so that one goes through. Do we want to do that for all of them, or... We know this is going to happen at least like this. Okay, this goes at least like this. So this be... Essentially, what? We're going to have 1, 2, 3. We're going to go up front and, yeah. Most of the wirings run this way, so it actually probably makes sense to go straight back. And then just around the front one. Or the end one, I should say. Yeah, go around this one and come back. Be a little less awkward that way. So, okay. Need a heck of a lot more cable. Need to name everything too. Need to name everything. So if we go back here, this is going to be steel. It's going to be steel ingot. So its name here is steel ingot. And then you are going to be right there. That's stacker, and then this sorter. That's the one that matters. Okay, now iron ingot. Go ahead and grab that. Name you, and you are that guy, and that guy. Okay. Copper ingot. We'll copy the clipboard and we'll go here. We'll go here and then we'll go here. Okay. Gold ingot. Just like before. There's that, and there's that. Okay. And next up, let's do silicon. Because I like silicon. Do that. Should be you, and it should be you. Okay. What was the next? Okay, we did iron, copper, gold, silver. Yep, let's go ahead and do silver. That makes sense.
Jetpack low.
Okay, and then after that, let's go ahead and I think I do remember nickel, so we'll go ahead and do nickel. Right. Okay. Lead is not being stored, so silver not gonna 7. Wait, didn't I? Hang on. Steel. Steel was already there. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so we're set there. So now we go start going across the top, right? Wait a minute. I said 13, but you know what? I just had a realization. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 16. So this actually needs to go out one more, I think. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I need to go out one further. So I guess that means pull these up. And luckily I put that. Oh, that's not gonna work. Boom. Boom, boom. Okay, so we gotta peel that up. And then that's fine. I don't have the silos. Let's go ahead and actually, you know what? Memory chips are gonna be here. And then you're gonna do this. You're gonna do this. And yeah, we're gonna have some more sorters over here. So yeah, we're gonna do this, this, and this. Okay, so we need some more fun. We can put our IC-10 ship or IC housings over here.
Jetpack low.
Do that. APC. Okay, there's that. Yep. Yep. Okay, so we need to charge that jetpack. That's what we need to do. Irritating. Why does my belt have damage? You know what? Let's go ahead and drop a handful of this stuff in. We'll have the tool belt still. Oops. Hang it. Keep forgetting about that. Helmet. Suit. Do that. Okay, let's go. I got the mining belt on. That doesn't do me any good. Building, nebula nectars. That's it. Okay. Wow, the propellant filled that up real quick. Battery cell is doing phenomenal. That's already capped out. Air tank, and you know what? That actually worked out better than I thought it would. Okay. Alright. So yes, we have to make an iron mining trip if we want any more chutes, which we definitely do need. Grab the silos, because we do need those. Cables, guess what? We need both of those. Yeah, we're not going to have enough chutes, but I think we've got enough for the other gizmos and gadget. Yep. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. Yeah. Okay. So we're good. We're good down there. Go up top there. Let's see. I doubt anything's processed. Yeah, okay. Yep. 25, yep, because that's greenhouse temperature. How are we doing down here? It's 27. I feel like you're almost there. Yeah, you're basically there. Mystery stacker. 233, that's... Yep. Okay. Just checking on Larry is all I'm doing at this point. Checking on my content of alcohol. 147 liters, that is beautiful. And this should basically not be doing anything. Yeah, it's negligible at best. Could be even soaking temperature out of the room, or into the liquid. Okay, you're going. You're still going. Frankenstein. Oh, man. Recycler's got a bunch. Uh-huh. Yep, got a bunch here. It's a problem. You're going around. You're doing great. What are we doing over here? We are up to 17.4, so we are making a positive on the water. So we are in a net positive, even if we don't make water out of this. Just use the alcohol. What other use does the alcohol have? Can't do vapor compression. So, fuel, essentially. We could actually make a fuel mix out of this. Of course, being liquid, that's a challenge. Well, I mean, that's what we're doing with our H2 combustor, right? Which is no longer an H2 combustor, I think it's just called a combustor. Okay. Yeah, so all of its combustion byproducts are water. Water and other things. Okay. Okay, so alcohol's only purpose in life is to make alcohol. Or make water, I mean. Okay. So, in this case, where we are being net positive on our plants, we don't actually need water for our plants down here. This actually probably would be sufficient to contain our daily needs as well. So I could use it as a coolant also. That's a thought. And then, so volatiles, or methane rather, that no longer makes water unless combusted with ozone. So yeah, so the volatiles is just... Well, the volatiles with NOS is pretty cool. Superfuge. It's very hot too. Okay. So. Alright. Yeah. So I guess really its purpose is to either be made into water or even used as a coolant, and then using methane for fuel mixes. Okay. Alright. Okay. Right. Alright. I'm just trying to process what we do next with that. Iron. Oh, yeah, we need to go mining for iron if we want to actually do that. Okay, let's grab the tracker and the... Oh, I got Dealy Bob. I've actually got the correct card in my sensor lenses, so now we can effectively go out and mine. We will, of course, check this again and maybe get lucky. Build ink at 7x7. Almost felt like it was almost spot on. Oh, almost. Put a big dish out there eventually. Let's go mining for iron. Okay. Let's go off in that yonder direction. I feel like that direction, actually. I haven't done all that much mining. So, got some silicon, got some coal, got some cobalt. More silicon. Don't need the silicon. At least at the moment. Lead. Coal. Copper. Nope, that's lead. Silicon. There we go, there's some iron. A batch of iron. A batch of iron at the top of the hill, too, so that's good. We almost have the logistics set out for the finished product. Storage facility. That seemed like I buzzed through that pretty good. One piece of gold. Oh, goodness. Well, that would explain a few things. There we go. Okay. Whoa. Jeez. Got an infestation of moles or something. Okay, more gold. Don't really need gold. Silicon. There we go, there's iron. Untouched ore vein. What was cat? Oh, yeah, we'll do this mining trip. We will... I don't know. What, cat? What? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite there. Technically, that is enough, but that's iron and cobalt right next to each other. Technically speaking... Shit. go ahead and grab it. So I put these in at the bottom of the bag, or maybe even yeah, I'll do that. So it'll unload the iron first, then it'll unload this. And hopefully it doesn't overdo the shouldn't overdo the temperature. Copper, silicon. Okay, gonna run around a little bit more, just kind of aimlessly. Oh, holy smokes! That won the lottery. That's a lot of iron. If I could get 2 batches, that'd be great. Then I can make another batch of steel, which I'm probably about due for. Or if I need more chutes still. I don't think I'll need more than what I'm going to be able to make. Things processing, and yeah, probably call it a night pretty soon. Definitely getting tired. Okay, hang on. Let's see, what volatiles? Nope, sorry, methane. Methane is in biomass and cobalt. Okay, and lead is got the nitrous. Okay, so I gotta make sure that lead, the lead does not mix with cobalt in the mixing chamber. So whatever lead I do pick up needs to stay in my bag for now, if I can even pick it up. Okay. Yes, sir! Today is my birthday. Whee! Got all my iron. Alright. Perfect. Let's call that a mining trip. So, first off, I don't actually see my tower. I ran off west, so there you go. Yes, sir, I did. Yep, today was my birthday. Or I should say, is my birthday. Jetpack. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did recharge my breath. Thank you. Main base. Oh, I was heading in the right direction. Woo! Starting to get the hang of navigation on Mars. That was 270 meters, so should pop over this hill and see it. Yep, there it is. There's my tower. Whee! Oh god. Can't see. Can't see. There we go. Okay. That was kind of scary. Ooh. There's a lot of hole. Oh, goodness. Oh, there's my, my rocket base. Oh, yeah, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. look here. Wrap it around. Pull it forward. There we go. So you're the only one that's going to wrap around the front. Because... Yep. Another Gemini. Because we got a chute in the way, so that's why you're wrapping around. Everything else... Gonna go this way, straight back. I need to set up another setup. Oh, good. I did bring the silos with me, so that's good. There's that. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, silos. That's actually exactly how I want it. And then you... sliding on the memory chips. Because that's what you should do, is stand on your memory chips. Makes them go faster, I think. Come on. Alright. There's that. Let's do this. Do that. Do that. And use up 10 of these. Now here's the question. Mathematically speaking, so we would have, we're going to use 2, 4. Now if we go 1, yeah, so we're going to have, just say 2 per silo, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or, I guess let's just count one side, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, so it makes sense to put it around the front. Instead of running a cable up every single one of them. Yep, okay. No, not stacker, sorter. Sorter first. Logic sorter. There and there. Stacker. Gonna have... Oh, right, that's not an input anymore. You go straight through. Okay, that makes things look a little bit better. We're gonna do this stacker here, and then whoa, this stacker there. Awesome. Do that. Get this started. Down, down, up, up. And you will be up as well. Okay, so we got that. Now I need to name stuff, need to wire stuff. Okay. Down. There we go. And then bam. And bam. Okay. Most of that cabling handled. Alright. Oop. Let's get the base floor here done. Then we go to the second level, which might end up using a bunch of my jetpack for. Okay, let's wrap through. That's good. Okay. Probably have it pull up in one of these. Okay. I have you go around. We'll go ahead and make you the interface. Okay, straight through and down. There we go. We're gonna have to jump up with a jetpack for that one. But that's going to be our only vertical section. Everything else is going to be lateral. It's a little bit more efficient to do it that way. May not be aesthetically pleasing, but well, it's not like I really need to save the materials. Okay. Boom, boom. Let's just do this. It's actually lining up. Something doesn't seem right. Yeah, that doesn't right. That's not right. I thought that was a little fishy. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. Slingshot around. Maybe I should put myself in a... Yeah, there we go. There. Now I can see the perspective. Now that puts things into perspective. Do that. Plug in. Still need more cables. Phenomenal. Yep. Okay. Alright, that's a very good start though. You guys ready to take a dump yet? Let's go down here. Where are you at? You are 50, 100, yeah, another 100, so 200, you're half full. Yeah, okay. It's gonna be a while. Gonna be a while. Let's go in and check the trader. Go check the trader. Put the iron. Cobalt. Can't remember if that's actually going to be below the auto ignition temperature of oxygen and stuff. Methane. Methane and oxygen auto ignition is 300 degrees Celsius. I think that's actually below the temperature, so we might be alright. We'll do that. However, lead is going to stay in my pack because that definitely is not below the auto ignition point. Orbiting oxygens, almost. Asteroid alloy emporium. Words are hard. Let's go this way, drop off our ores and our tracker. We don't need a tractor. Tracker. Drop off our silos as well while I'm thinking about it. Because we wrapped that up. More cables, right? Need more cables. How much copper we got? 46. Yeah, we're making copper as well. And actually, I might be able to get away with that. So, first, hopefully the iron goes through here first. First out of there better be iron. Okay, good. Alright. So that way, worst case scenario, the cobalt comes out and it starts auto-combusting. The furnace will get hot, but the cobalt ingot isn't a thing. So we can go ahead and make copper. Nope. I need the number, not the words, because these memory chips do not appreciate string input. Yep, okay, go ahead and make copper. Still don't know what pipe's banging around. There should be nothing. Nothing of the sort. Yeah, so let's go on. It's cranking right along. Temperature's coming down slightly. Oh, there you go. This is the temperature of the system. That's not the temperature of the furnace, I don't think. Yeah. Now we got enough to make the iron ingot. So while we're doing that, while we're waiting, we can do iron ingot. I need to grab the number. Okay. My goodness, 14% network drops. This is ridiculous. Okay, that's dumped. Good. Go to 0. That's num lock off. Okay. Alright, good. Let's make another order. I don't know if I need the steel yet. Might as well make some steel. Might as well make some steel. Yeah, see? Yeah. Because we're probably about there. Did it again. Keep copying the words, not the number. Okay, so we're hooked up properly back here. We are hooked up properly back here. Can't fit through there. Okay. Alright, that's getting crazy. There we are, pressure matching, waiting for things to melt, and don't. There we go. Okay, start off by zeroing the counter out. Bam. Okay, requested steel. Yeah, all I gotta do is just fix that, bridge that gap, and we'd be pushing the silos upstairs.
Hydration critical.
Oh, hydration critical. Okay. Yep, everything is in transit. Everything is in the pipe. Good. Excellent. Why am I seeing heat distortions? That shouldn't be happening. I mean, then again, that room is probably pretty close. What are these set to? 150 kPa? Yeah, they're good. Okay, processing. Bam, bam, bam. All right. Zero it out. We could technically make some gold, but we'll wait for that to be a thing. Okay, we got all our ingots. Run over. Oops, what am I doing? I need to cancel that. Okay. I just made this just to make it, quite frankly. Iron goes there. Copper goes there. So, we got two things. definitely getting tired. Cable. 250 cable. Okay. Shoots. I think 100 shoots should be enough. I hope it is. I hope it is. Okay, eat, drink, be merry. We'll check the trader just to make sure. We'll go check on Larry to be sure. Now, okay, orbiting oxygens build, space savvy solutions. That's, you know what? I'm going to call him down just because I'm kind of interested in what that is. Let's go ahead and turn that off because we don't need it anymore. Yeah. Oh yeah, eat, drink, be merry. Let's do that real quick while it's coming in for a landing. Do. Didn't fill me up all the way. Cake. Cake. Everybody loves cake. Cakes have layers. 222 nutrition. Although I think nutrition is kind of a vague term. I think at this point it's more calories, because nutrition would possibly indicate, I don't know, vitamins and minerals. Cakes don't really have that. Okay. Yep, let's go check on Larry. See how he's doing. Eventually we'll catch up on our temperature problem. Our rooms are almost there. Ooh, actually, how are you doing? Yeah, you're actually... The room is cooling you. Yeah, okay. That works. I did forget to look and see how much we have here. 30 liters on this side of the radiator. That's pretty good. Water, we are up to 18 liters. That's excellent. Okay, so the good news is this doesn't process much faster than this thing. Bad news is if I put in a second centrifuge, I think I'd have to put in another fermenter. But another thought... What? Is this like a faction? Biomass. So methane and pollutant. Yeah. Yeah, so directly burning it I could get methane, otherwise I can get some alcohol, which I don't know how, if that converts to more methane, technically, if I just let it evaporate. Don't know. Oh yeah, Larry's going good. Larry can't keep up, but that's fine. I should probably do something with fertilizer at some point. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Composter, right? Advanced composter. So, how's that? Releases nitrogen and methane as well as a small amount of heat. Yeah. Yeah. Fertilizer is produced at a 1-to-3 ratio of fertilizer to ingredients. Fertilizers increase respective proportions of its ingredients. So decayed food makes it grow faster. Plain food is just yield. So actually that would probably, between food and biomass, be the way to go. Whoa, saving. Yeah. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to do some of that. I would like to write Larry so you can fertilize, but there's one thing I noticed. Larry, I was looking at, is this target slot index, and then the slot index that the target device that this device will try to interact with. And target slot here is 255, but notice it's read only, it doesn't have write, so I'm kind of of the yeah, so it can harvest plants and place fertilizer, but can you actually read slot variables of yeah, but it doesn't say anything about reading the fertilizer slot, so I don't know. That part has me concerned. That part has me concerned. Well, we're making lots of cables, we're making lots of chutes, because we're gonna try hooking up the dealio next time. So we ate and drank and be merry, but we're going to do it again just to top everything off before we get in the tube. And yeah, that looks good. So we made a cake. That's it. And then yeah, fully hygienic. But that's what we get. But I think that's a good place to call it for the night. So didn't get much done as per usual, but we did get started on the post-processing facility. So one step at a time. Get that set, and then the production machines can start calling for missing ingredients. Now, I don't know if I want to call for missing ingredients or see if they've got them. So I don't. There's a way to read that too, from what I understand. So the auto lathe. If we go down to the memory stuff here, so we can take a look here. Okay, I guess not technically. We could eject reagent, specifically one reagent. So that's not necessarily what we want. However, we can see if we're missing something and call for it. And that's probably what we're going to try doing. Because reagents are just a quantity, total number. So that doesn't give us any information about what's actually inside of it. And we got the display on the front, which kind of indicates that you would be able to tell, but it doesn't seem like it. But I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong. But that's what I'm thinking. We'll get that figured out, and then maybe we'll talk about or figure out recipes and wait until next valid what all those mean. And we'll find out. But anyway, I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you next time.